Hey survivors, I hope everybody is doing well. In today's video, I want to talk about when the ball is in your court. When, you pretty much have power. You pretty much have the power to make some vital decisions. Some of the most important decisions that you can make right now. You have the choice to make them right now. I don't really hear too many people talking about this, but this is when, when you have the W, basically, if you want to, put it that way. The ball is in your court. So let's get into this. Okay. When the ball is in your court, that means when you have the narcissist, pretty much at a vulnerable state. They're very weak. They are very vulnerable right now. And you have more power. And a lot of you don't even, unfortunately, a lot of you don't know what to do at this stage because you can't believe that that you have this power. And you're trying to figure out, you really are confused right now at this point because you really don't know what to do with it. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what to do with it. So at this point, the narcissist will be ready to negotiate with you. Yes, they'll be ready to negotiate with you. They'll be trying to, work something out. They'll be trying to negotiate with you. And this is a person that never negotiates, always gives you a hard time, always is fighting you, always doing things, and they would never negotiate with you. But at this point, they want to negotiate. This is because you have something on them that they don't want, they don't want people to know about. They don't want to be exposed. So they're willing to negotiate. That's how you know the ball is in your court right now. It's a very serious time right now. You can make a decision. You can even, you have an option available to you. And the option right now that you have available to you is to discard them if you want to. Do the discard. But unfortunately, guys, this is not the way it works out 95% of the time. Because a lot of us, never been through this. We don't know. At the time, we weren't educated about it. So unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way for a lot of people. But right now, for those of you that are in it, you have the option to do the discarding because they're willing to negotiate with you about something. It might be a child custody agreement. All of a sudden, the narcissist wants to negotiate. And you're like, what? You're just so confused. If you feel that confused and you're going through all these feelings, a mixture of excitedness, joy, happy, confused, nervous, then that means that, the ball is in your court. When you have all those emotions, they're ready to negotiate, guys, because they know that you have power. And they know that you can, do something to them. So, yes, this happened to me. If you watch my court video, the last video I made, the narcissist was ready to negotiate because he knew that I was going to go in there and expose him. They don't want to be exposed. They don't want nobody to know the things that they're doing, the lies that they tell. They don't want you to expose them for who they really are. So they'll be ready to negotiate with you. That's when the ball is in your court. Okay? So, also, this is something else that they will do when the ball is in your court. They will break down. They'll do the crocodile tears on you. They'll start fake crying. And, you'll just be looking at them like, I can't believe this individual is crying, But that's because either you're going to, either you threaten to kick them out or they're scared. They're nervous that you might really put them out. They don't want to be out on the streets. It's hard out here. It's hot out there. It's 95 something degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the South. So these narcissists will start crying to change your emotions around, to change the situation, to try to dictate and gain control and power back because you got too much power. You got too much power, honey. They're trying to get some of that power back from you. So they'll start their fake tears, and they are fake tears. Don't fall for those fake tears. They're fake. I mean, they're just actors, guys. This is nothing but a Broadway stage for them. It's nothing real about those tears. They just crocodile tears. They want to gain control back. They want you to play with your emotions, to make you feel bad for them. And you never can feel bad for a snake. If you ever seen a snake, they're going to bite you. Just try to pick one up if you want to. They're going to bite you. You can't feel sorry for a snake. Just stay away from it, Truth be told, you cannot, trust those tears. Please don't do it. But that the ball is in your court when they start breaking down like that. when they start crying. Another thing, the fake apology. They'll sit here and they'll even force out a fake apology just because they know that you have the power to, whatever power that you have to do. You might the apartment, the house might be in your name or whatever, and you can, you have the right to, in your state, legal right to put them out. So they'll give you a fake apology on everything that they've done to you, and they'll go all out, telling you how sorry they are and try to explain it to you. And we all know you can't even fall for that either, guys. They're not sincere. They're not good. They don't mean it. It's not real. So it's a fake apology, and they're just mad because you have this power right now, and they don't know what's going to happen. So they're trying to dictate the situation. It's all about dictation. I need to dictate this situation because I don't want this. This is what the narcissist is thinking. I don't want this individual to, do this. They can do this to me. They can do that to me. I need to control this situation right now. So I'm going to give this person an apology to mess with their, to make them feel bad, basically. It's all about making you feel bad too. When most people apologize, you are supposed to internally accept that and work it out. And, a righteous person would accept, apology. Most people would, accept the apology. They'll squash it if that's what you want. That's the best way you want to look at it. And it's supposed to be resolved. But this apology is fake because it's coming at a time that you had enough. Look at the time frame that it's coming. It's coming at a time where you've been abused already. Why would you accept apology from somebody that did this, they did that, they done this, and they done that? They done too many horrible things to you over and over and over and over again. And if you do want to accept it, then the best thing, you still need to go through and cut them off, discard them. You still need to do that because they're a toxic individual. They're going to sit here and keep on hurting you. You know that at this point. You should know this at this point. It's just an apology just to see, just to try, just to see. They don't know what's going to work, but they are, narcissists are real, they'll try anything. They will try anything to see if it's going to work for them. But they're just so toxic. So the fake apology, just, don't accept that. It's, So another thing that they'll do, they'll go in, when the ball is in your court, they'll try to use other people to talk to you. They'll get their moms to try to talk to you. And you're like, they're trying to figure out how to mess with your weaknesses. Cause they know, you're a respectful person. And, if their mom is calling you and telling you, yeah, my son's, he made mistakes, but he's a good guy. Most of you are going to fall for that. You might be like, yeah, this guy, he does seem like he's trying to be a good person. They know exactly what they're doing by playing on your weaknesses, whether it's family, they'll get your family members. If they're cool with your family members, they could be cool with somebody, with your brother or your sister or anybody, and they'll break them down just to talk to you, to get you back in. So you have to be strong, but you have to understand the power that you have. The ball is in your court. You still have to, you still should leave them at this point. Yeah, you still should leave them. It's no point in working out something that toxic. It's no point. It's just the same thing is going to happen again. If you forgive them and you continue to pursue the relationship, the same thing is going to happen again. So if the ball is in your court and you get to that point, just leave the situation and just protect yourselves. That's what I suggest. So another way, that I see that, you will know when the ball is in your court with a narcissist is the begging. They'll start, begging, you to come back, begging you to work things out, to fix this. They know they'll go as far to like admitting to some of their flaws. They'll admit to some things, but they're not going to admit to everything. They'll admit to some things, and it's just still playing with your emotions, because even though they were wrong, they still admit to it on a surface. They really don't mean it. No, they don't mean it at all. They're just doing this just to mess with your head, to get what they want, to get back in. So the ball is in your court. And when the ball is in your court, this is the stage before really narcissistic rage. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie to you guys. this is the stage right before narcissistic rage. If none of these things work, if the negotiation didn't work, the crying, the begging, the fake apologies, and trying to reach out to other people to talk to you, this is a tricky stage, because the next phase of this is the narcissistic rage. They're going to start going off. They're going to start trying to hurt you, trying to attack you, trying to get you arrested, because none of these things work. So they're on a war path. Yes, I know exactly what I'm talking about. They are coming for you. So, you can't be scared. If you are scared and you just don't know what to do, if you're too nervous, just sit back and think about it. The ball is in your court. Just sit back and think about what you need to do next. You need to stay firm and decisive when the ball is in your court. Don't change your decisions. Don't change your mind, and don't make bad decisions, because you have the power. The ball is in your court. It's time to make a good decision because the ball is in your court. So don't take it for granted. Don't play with it. The ball is in your court, and it's time to win this game, guys. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. Tell me what you think about this. Let's get the comments and the discussions popping, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.